What's up, taters? How y'all doing today? Hello, 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 hello. Hold on, hold on. One moment, one moment, one moment. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to do that. Okay, all right. I'm sorry. I got so much on my mind right now. Listen, I'm late because I was just given I was just given a freaking video about Myron Gaines, who's a homosexual. Woo, child. It's Sunday and I gotta wait till Saturday to show this video. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so fun, and I am in it. Oh, TJ, you saw it? You saw it? Oh my God, this video is so good. And I can tell, once again, what did I tell y'all? Yes, I am insignificant. I am insignificant. But when I A-log your ass, bigger YouTubers, bigger Twitch streamers, bigger Kick streamers will see my receipts and they will use it for their content. This is why I don't punch down. It's not lucrative, nor is it effective. Why would I do that? When you punch up and you show some patterns, because I'm saying to myself, he's the first one to say, oh, all of these guys in this video. No. Let me take that back. LT heard me say it and he repeated it. And so this YouTuber is the second person to hear me say it and repeat it. Because everybody's saying, you here with all these gay men? No, he's there with his boyfriend Eric and that other random guy that shows up in 2 pictures. So the last part where I didn't even get a chance to finish all of it. Here's the thing. Hold on. How many more minutes I got in this video? I got 3 more minutes. I got 3 more minutes in the video, TJ. I haven't. I was so giddy. I was so giddy that I had to go, Lily, look. Oh my God. This guy been all over my highlights. And then he got on my watch the last part. It was funny. Okay. I had to stop because that's the reason why I'm late. I'm late because of the fact that I had to I'm late because of the fact that I'm sitting here looking at the video. I got so much stuff to do tonight. Man, we're not going to have a long one. Man, that was a good. He had me crying. And listen, I want you all to know something. Hear me out. Because I know being funny is a gift and it's a natural talent. A lot of people tell me I'm funny. But to be honest, I'm not even trying to be funny. I think I'm at my funniest when I'm not trying to be funny. And I get confused sometimes when I see people laughing in the chat because I'm straight up either mad or I done said something random. And then if I say something random that I'm just like talking, I see, laughing emojis or LMAO in the chat. I'm like, why y'all laughing? What did I say that was funny? You know what I'm saying? So when you go after people and you're comical about it, it's very effective. It is so effective. You make people laugh while you're clowning them. It's so effective. And I'm thinking like, there's only one video I did that did a lot of damage. Boy, I was not laughing at all, nor was I being funny in it. And that was the Andrew Wilson, Rachel exposed video. I wasn't funny, and I wasn't trying to be funny. I think I cracked a joke here and there about the baby daddies. I think I 2 jokes, but the rest of that video was 98% serious. You're like me, accidentally funny. Although I do think you have a good sense of humor. Well, thank you, Nina. I appreciate that. I mean, I do have a good sense of humor, but like, I think people, because people say you should be a comedian. No, I make a suck. I suck at. I would suck at being a comedian because I can't do no. When you're a comedian, you have to prep the jokes, and you have to try out the jokes, and then you have to see how it works. This and I can't rehearse no jokes. I've never have, never will, especially if I'm mad. And I've been calmed down. Have y'all noticed haven't been mad lately? I just like people try me in the chat and I'm like, get out of here, bam, boom, boom. I've been very, very selective lately. I've been learning to stay in my chi. But this video was so good. That video was so good, dude. I said to myself, oh my God. I love when bad things happen to bad people. I do. And one last thing, and then we're going to move on, because I know some of y'all probably don't know who the hell Myron Gaines, who's homosexual, is. Actually, everybody should except for two people, I think. I don't know, because this is my political channel. But I do understand the power of conditioning and subliminal messages, okay? So for like, let's see, 2006, 4, 5. Okay. So for 4 years, what do I say? This is Myra Gaines. Who's? Finish the sentence, chat. Ooh, hold on. Let me turn my fan on. Got me laughing in here. I'm hot. There you go. Who's a homosexual? Sometimes I go, ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes I just go, nothing. Right? And he hates that because people laugh when I say it. And by the way, I was never saying that to be funny. It turned out that you all like when I do it. Because y'all would say, Tree, every time you say Myron Gaines, who's a homosexual, I always laugh because you always say he's a homosexual. You always remind us who's a homosexual. He hates it. His chat hate it. His supporters hate it. Right? They all hate it. Why do they hate it? Because it's effective. Because when you hear a black woman say Myron Gaines, the next thing you hear is, who's a homosexual? It just rolls out of my mouth every now. And let me forget to say it one day, and somebody in the chat would go, no, Tree, it's Myron Gaines who's a homosexual. They will actually correct me and make me say the word. Say the line, Tree, say the line. Myron Gaines who's a homosexual. And so, because I have been saying that consistently, even to Myron's face, you a homosexual. I don't say gay. You a homosexual. You a homosexual. Because gay is a slang. That's why I stay away from the word gay. Because people stuff that people don't like, they say, oh, that's gay. I don't say gay. I go homosexual. I want people to know what I'm saying. You like ding-a-ling. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You just can't come out. And that's why you so miserable. Because you was Muslim. That's why you can't come out of the closet. And I think it's stupid the fact that you don't follow any Islamic tradition. You don't pray 5 times a day. You eat pork. The only thing you don't do is smoke, gamble, and drink. But everything else is haram. So why not just come out the closet? Because you afraid your mom gonna get you, your pappy gonna get you? So that's the thing. And I took pleasure in seeing the narrative, which is true. It's not a fake narrative. It is true that Myron is gay. Because like I said, even though I don't like Angie has a very nice body. Angie is attractive. I don't deal with her though. And I'm like, you got this as a so-called quote-unquote girlfriend and you're not on top of her at night? Y'all don't have sex? Uh-huh, okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Sure. Sure, Jan. Sure. Sure. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. But man, that really make me feel good that people are calling out these evil doers. And the reason why I'm happy is because I'm ready to move. Okay, so I'm going to confess something to y'all. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to move on to teaching on this channel. I'm going to be moving on. I'm next week I decided that I'm going to be doing videos on my goodbye to politics on my Tree of Logic and give an update. I'm going to do that next week start. I'm just going to probably 3 videos I'm going to upload on that channel, letting everybody know what has happened in the last 10 years. And then I'm going to come back here and I'm just going to start doing different content. I give myself, not this week, but the next week. And because I think next week should be September. Yes, Tuesday is September the 1st. So that's what I decided to do because I'm ready. I'm sincerely ready to move on. Politics don't work for me. No, I just don't. Oh God, I'm so out of it. Also, you could tell cause TJ, you could tell I'm burnt out cause it's like, I have this, I don't care attitude. Like, I don't feel like doing it. I don't feel like showing. I don't feel like doing a stream. I don't feel like blah, blah. I'm not active. I have been detached and I like doing commentary on my Just Tree 401, but I'm like getting into a very peaceful piece. I think, as I think about it, I think the whole situation with Candace and what's happening with the Wilsons has given me peace and closure. And it's like, because I'm thinking about all my enemies. Okay, Rolo Tomasi is out. He's done. Pearl. Child, please. Okay, we're still going to give her a birthday party, though. Pearl is done. Isabella Moody is done. Who else I would go after? Candace is not done. Oh, Donovan Sharp. Thank you, TJ. Candace is not done. However, Candace is radioactive that I like that she's nuking everybody that put her in a position. I do like that. So I'm peaceful with that. Okay. I'm also happy, very, very happy with what's happening with the Wilsons. Like Andrew is catching so much hell, he has to lock his comments. And by the way, he's always on the internet, unlike me. Like, I walk away and I can't tell who the hell is responding to me because Twitter X doesn't notify us on everybody that responds. So I literally had to go through my thread to see who said what or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, no. Talcum X is different. I'm talking about like the people who are anti-women that I have gone after. So it's like, the people I've gone after as far as political reasons, that's different. I'm talking about people who have literally attacked women. And everybody I mentioned, Pearl, Grandma Tomasi, Isabella Moody, the Wilsons, Fresh and Fit, Donovan Sharp. These are all people, Andrew Tate, thank you, TJ. Them suckers ain't never getting out of jail. So do you see everything is coming full circle? Okay. And yes, Andrew is locking comments now. He is locking comments now. He can't hang. And Andrew Wilson. Let me be specific. And not Andrew Tate, Andrew Wilson. Okay. And so now that I don't, a lot of people are like, well, there's some new guys. I don't care about the new people coming up. I don't have a passion for anybody new that's coming through. Sneeko, okay, went out to Sneeko. Even though Sneeko did a 180, he's like, I love women now. I don't care. But I'll probably still go after Sneeko because of Islam. I ain't gonna stop that. I'm still going after that. Me being anti-Islamic don't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. So it's like, and now Myron Gaines, who's a homosexual, people, this is not the first video this week, by the way, going after him. Somebody else made a video 3 days ago going after Myron Gaines, who's a homosexual. And I thought, and I was going to talk about that, but I'd rather talk about the update about the Wilsons because they are fresh on my mind. It's like a fresh wound in their body that I want to pour salt into. So I just want that closure. And it's like Myron is being taken care of all by himself. Yes, Nico is also a homo. So once that's done, I want to move on to other content. I do. And I'm going to move on to other content because I'm done fighting when all my enemies fall. And right now, the last person on the playboard, is Myron Gaines. And that's taking care of itself. That's right, Laura, wrapped with a nice bow. Listen, I ain't even doing anything. However, the video that's doing very well, okay? The video that's going well, he got 95% of his receipts from my highlights. And I'm in the video, by the way. I'm in the video. He got me laughing. He put my mouth real big. I was like, oh my God, look at my mouth. It's so funny. It's so funny. And I was like, oh my God, this is great. It just made me so proud. I was telling Lily, I kept saying over and over. I know she probably like, damn, Tree really like. I'm like, this is great, Lily. This is great. Because I am thankful. I'm so thankful that these bad people are getting their comeuppance. Because when you fight on your own, by yourself, and then the rest of the crew join in, you're like, standing there. What is that? Was that Games of Thrones? I never watched it. But there was that meme where that guy is standing in the middle of the field by himself and this big army is coming towards him and he draws up his sword. He like, if I got to take all of y'all down by myself, let's do this. Let's do this. And next thing you know, right before he swing, another army come behind him. And that's how I feel right now. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? And of course, I got people behind the scenes helping me, right? Because when it came to the Wilsons, okay, Thoughts and Lily were right there helping me out with that video. So it's like, people feed me stuff. And let's not forget Shadow, because of the military vets are still pissed off with Andrew, who's still lying. He's still lying about serving. He won't prove he served. He's still lying. And I think that's another reason why he's locking his comment is because of Shadow. Again, Shadow saying, hey, Tree, here, stolen valor from Andrew Wilson. I got the shit. I got the videos. I screen capture them. I screen capture them in the full context. And then when I went right back to the thread to thank Shadow, he deleted his account. Boom, and this is the third time he did that, so I know it's him. I think some people are reporting him already. Because I didn't know you can go to jail for stolen valor. I didn't know that. I think some of the military are reporting him. So I was like, where is Shadow? Wait a minute, was that Shadow giving me them receipts? Part of the reason why he always paywalls the live stream, can't trust himself. Oh, is that what he does? I didn't know that. See, I don't watch Andrew. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know if I'm gonna sit through that entire thing. But people kept telling me that whatever podcast with Rachel and him, they said it's some goodies in there. But man, you know I ain't trying to watch no daggone 7-hour stream. I ain't trying to do that. He wait a minute. He put them behind a paywall and then immediately takes them down? What a coward. I didn't know, but under the Stolen Valor Act 213, making a false claim about receiving U.S. military decorations and medals can result in federal. Yeah, he never did that though. He never did that. He said that listen, don't quote me on this. People are saying that you can go to jail for stolen valor. That's what I was thinking. He's never claimed to get any medals. He's just falsely claiming to be in the military. And the not Vietnam, I do that every time. The veterans are demanding that he show proof and he won't do it. Then his fat ass, toe face wife keep talking about, I was training the military women how to shoot, but I wouldn't get my license renewed. You lying ass. Why would the military don't hire no civilians to train their soldiers? You think this is? People are never going to let that no, they're not. And the best thing about this though, and I said this yesterday on my other channel, the best thing about this is that he will be afraid to debate anybody else because they will bring this up. Like I told you, stupid ass Candace Owens did not press him on it. She didn't press him. She was like, were you in the military? When did you start? Many, many years ago. She didn't go, what year? How long? What branch? Why did you leave? Like, she didn't even do any of that. Dumbass. Never sent a pregnant black woman to do a non-pregnant black woman's job. Oh my God. What do you think about Don? I don't know who that is. So it's like, I'm just saying, didn't they let that one congressman fraud get away with it? I don't know. See, y'all can't ask me about stuff I don't know. See, I don't know anything about stolen valor. I don't know. I'm just going off of what people are telling me. I don't know about the jail sentence. I don't know who has claimed it. I'm not in the military, nor do I have any connection to the military. So that's just like white noise to me. So I don't know. Now you ask me anything about policing, yeah, I'm gonna talk about that because I got experience in that. That's part of my background. I still have interest in it, but I don't know anything when it comes to the military. You know what I'm saying? That's just known as I don't know. I just don't know. So Don Shapley is known to expose fake. I still don't know who that is. Please, hey, listen, y'all, stop asking me stuff about the military. Y'all have never seen me take interest in it. You have never seen me feature anybody with military experience on my channel. You have never, ever, ever seen me talk about. The only reason I'm talking about stolen valor is because one of my enemies, well, in this case, two, Rachel Wilson, are claiming to have military experience, and I know they lying. I know they're lying. That's the only reason I'm taking interest in it. And once that has been exposed, which it has, I'm moving on. You'll never hear me talk about military stuff again. So there's that. You cause so much damage, he has to place rules to protect his. Yes, because now he knows people have seen my video just like Charlie saw my video. And when she went international. When she went internationally famous by saying, your wife has 3 baby daddies and was married twice before. Because, no, Rachel was never in the middle. Rachel said, hold on, let me show you what that lying ass heifer said. Hold on, I'll show you what she said. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, here we go. This is what she said. She said, oh, never mind. She said, now this account she was quote tweeting is suspended. She said, this is not a woman. 2, females should not be in. This is not a woman. Number 1, this is not a woman, quote unquote. Number 2, females should not be in combat roles. Number 3, I can guarantee I shoot better than quote unquote her. I teach military personnel a lot. The women are awful shooters. First of all, lies. Women are very good shooters. I am speaking from personal experience, and it's also statistically recorded that women are great long distance shooters. The problem that people don't understand is that most women are afraid of guns, but when they get tired of being unwilling participant in a knockout game, they're gonna learn how to get them guns. White women, I'm talking to you, white women. I'm talking to you. Y'all the most scariest women. When I did I tell y'all? I told y'all that when I left out of Germany, and I did a self-defense class. Do you know these white German women was having a hard time causing bodily harm to a man that was trying to rape them? I'm like, this man is about to ruin your vajayjay, and you're like, I don't want to hurt him. I just want him to get off of me. And it was the guilt was just floored. I was floored with it. The guilt. I said, girl, and the only way I could get them to stop thinking that way is to show a couple of women testify and talk about their horrific experience of being R-worded. That is the only way I can get them to literally start fighting like a wild animal. I said, it's so unfortunate that you guys don't have that savage nature in you, that you will growl, bite, scratch, you know what I'm saying? You'll do everything you can. Poke eyes out, eyeballs out, stabbing. It like, oh, let me be careful. I am so on YouTube. Do what you got to do, you know what I'm saying, to get them to not do that to you. And if you got a problem using regular tools, then you know they got a problem with guns. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, in Minecraft. I'm still here. I tell you, I ruled the day I taught my wife to shoot a gun. She's a dead-eye aim. Now I have to lock the guns up in the house in case I piss her off.
Oh my God. Thank you for the gifted subs.
Hold on. It was Joe! Blue Tiger, you gotta give this sub. Oh, hey, Blue Tiger, you got yourself a gifted sub. Be sure to thank Joe. Hey, hello, Pooker. Pooker says, stolen valor, definitely a crime if profiting from it. That's right. Okay. I think he is profiting, but it's not my fight. I think the military people are reporting him because people kept saying, you need to go search this, and you keep go searching. I'm like, I ain't searching nothing. Ain't my fight. Y'all wouldn't have known if it wasn't for Shadow, and had I not made the video, y'all still wouldn't have known. Everybody waited 3 weeks after I exposed it on my Twitter account to finally make videos about it. All because he challenged Candace Owens, their queen. Their black queen. Good reaction tree. What happened? What did I do? So that's the thing. It's like to sit up here and say that women, she just hates women. And if you want me to come after you, come after women. Because I think it's cowardice to attack women and children who are minding their business. I can see if you were attacking specific women, you know what I'm saying? Specific women who are doing bad things. Yeah, go after them heifers. But to attack women in general, talking about some, oh, y'all women don't need to vote. I wish y'all would try to take my vote away. The only way you're going to do that is if I don't have to pay taxes ever. Just because a bunch of liberal women are voting against their best interest, that's not my problem. What the hell I got to do with it? So now y'all trying to say all black people, all black women have bastard kids, all black people commit crime? Are we doing that hashtag all thing now? It's funny that you have a split of voters for white women, 50 for the left and 50 for the right. But over 90% of blacks vote for the Democrats. Do y'all hear these men talking about something? We need to get rid of voting rights for blacks. You know why they won't say that? Because blacks will beat their ass.
Boom, headshot.
Blacks ain't going to sit up here and let you say we need to take voting rights from black people. More black people vote on the Democratic side than women. Yet still, women are going to be the ones to take the blame. Shut your ass up, dude. I hate that cowardice stuff. I hate it. Stolen Valor Act was passed in 2003, making the federal. Yeah. Somebody said that. I forgot who that was. To claim military service with to claim military service with no proof. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought it had to be with just medals. Like I said, I don't deal with none of this. This ain't my thing. I was like, hey, I know one thing about the right wing is they don't like no stolen valor. So let me show this video. Again, shout outs to Shadow, because I didn't do no research on that one. He gave me the receipts and then skedaddled. Deleted his account and left. So everybody got that stuff from me, who I got it from Shadow. And so, like I said, I want to move on from politics. I want to move on from fighting these women haters. I'm such at a good place in my life right now. I'm not saying I was always in a bad place, but I just like to fight, and now I'm in a peaceful state. Trust me, I'll get back into a fighting mode, but no time soon. It's just that I'm just waiting for this phase to calm down so that I can, get into my peaceful mode and just do content that I know will help people. That's what, hey, orcs. I just want to do that. Now, am I going to stop clowning people? Hell no. Okay, I ain't going to stop clowning people. I ain't gonna stop calling people out. But the actual vicious A-logging, and I'm real good at it. Like I said, you make me mad. I'm on your ass like white on rice. I'm on you. I'm looking at everything. And then I'm like, okay, I'm done. But it's like, you'll see, if you want to know who I've been constantly after, go look at my highlights that they have now hidden behind my regular posts. I hate that, so stupid. Actually, let me look at everybody. Nick Fuentes is on there too. Let me see. Let's look at. But yeah, this is just, what did I say here? I said, fat ass Rachel Wilson said that she teach military personnel how to shoot. She said this lie just so she can take a crap on women. Always remember that 98% of the things that Wilson say are lies. This is so true. So look at where they put the daggone highlights. Now the highlights used to be fine where you can find them. And this is my list of where you can get all the receipts if you too lazy. This is her being trailer trash, fighting some white girl, okay? You know what I'm saying? With her Michelin man body. You know what I'm saying? She cussing out, yeah, no. I'll fight you. You, no. This is my husband. No. Look at them rolls. She's trying to fight this old skinny woman right here. And by the way, and we all distracted by the boobies over here. You know what I'm saying? She's standing up here. Poor grandma sitting here saying, now what in the Lord tornations I got myself into? Look at this. She's standing up. What kind of body is this? A upside down triangle? Like, girl, sit your butt down. This is her talking about something. I threw stuff and I'm a brat. This now, like I said, July the 6th. This is the information. Now, Shadow gave me this 3 weeks before. So Shadow gave me this information in June. And I was just strategic to say, saying when I was going to share it. And it wasn't until Andrew said that he was hired by Turning Point USA that I was like, okay, now I'm going to come out with it. Because now all eyes on him because he was challenging Candace Owens for a debate. So I'm very strategic. So 3 weeks before, somewhere in June, Shadow gave me these receipts. And this is when I put it out. Very strategic and it was very effective. Rachel again, lying. Rachel. Myron Gaines, who's homosexual, by the way, talking about some straight men don't say crap like this. Myron hates women. So this is where he was talking about you should never live with your woman, I think.
You need a feminine woman, but at the same time, being around a feminine woman all the time.
Yeah, this is what he said. Don't live with a woman that makes you gay. So this was in his video too, right? This was said. That guy went to my entire highlights. He went to my entire highlights and just took all the receipts, which I'm very thankful for. But he featured this in his video. This was against Brian Atlas. Pearl. She's so irrelevant now. Isabella Moody, she doesn't do anything now. I think she calmed down tremendously. Nick Fuentes talking about it's okay to R-word women. Moody again. 5x3. This one right here. Everybody was like, she ain't got 5 kids by 3. Yes, you do. And here's the video of her saying it. I made her say this because she was keeping it a secret. And she did a video against me and Brittany because I kept drilling it. I'll never forget this live stream.
Do I have 5 kids by 3 guys? Yes, I do.
Okay, this is Nick talking about something. He loves a bidet. Okay, talking about do y'all know any straight man that brags about sitting on a bidet for an hour?
Shower's nice. The bidet was nice. I was on the bidet for an hour and a half.
What straight man you know is on a bidet for an hour and a half? Anyone? Bueller? Anyone? Y'all know it? Men, do y'all have bidets? Have y'all sat on there for an hour and a half? Okay, this is her, giving her stanky feet. And let's not forget, this went viral because Shadow again. This is a video, Shadow again. And this wasn't even posted towards me. This was on Abba and Preach's video. This was on, Abba and Preach subreddit. Oh, look, I even said it. Video below was taken from Abba and Preach subreddit. Yeah. I took that video from subreddit and I was like, haha, let me post this up. And it went, look at this. It went viral, baby. Okay, just in case you missed it, here's a reference. Blah, blah, blah. Here go him on his zaddy. This is Rachel pimping out her daughter. Okay, what is this for? Myron Gaines are going to bow out of fighting Preach. And, oh, yeah, I had to make sure I had to copy that down. These clowns. Behold, ladies, the men of the red pill, which is now defunct. And Pearl, what is this? Gets exposed by Kiku for paying women $300 to come on the show. This is Nick saying that he is not a white supremacist. He's a Mexican. So you see why I've been like talking. Oh, and Elijah, Elijah says a lot of stuff against women too. But I must admit, even though I don't like Elijah, oh, I can't play this. This is so raunchy. I cannot play this. Even though I don't like Elijah, I'm sorry. It's like, have y'all ever seen a cat play with a bug before you squash it? Hey, that's how I deal with Elijah, right? That's how I'm not mad at him. I just like to clown him because he's just a lol cow. And he's not effective. It's like he says a lot of mean things about women and he has done a lot of mean things to women. But I don't want to go too hard because I don't want him to ban me, block me. I like having access to his Twitter so I could talk crap to him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is funny. But all he talk about is having sex with Ethan Ralph. That's all he talks about. This is Myron. Yeah. So as you can see, I'm just going after the same people over and over again. Sneeko, of course, Sneeko, and oh yeah, Zucker. Oh yeah, I went after Zerka. Zerka is irrelevant now. So you see, a lot of these people are not even. Rolo Tomasi is not even relevant anymore. Tim is still relevant, but this is like, oh my God, dude! Like, I'm just getting deja vu. I'm not gonna look at all my receipts, but what I'm saying is that like everybody on here got exposed. The only person, I'm just being honest, that has that's still in a powerful position is Nick Fuentes. And that's because of his groypers. That's the only reason he's in a powerful position. Okay. Was that Myron on a date? Yes, that was Myron on a date with Elijah Schaefer. They're both homosexuals. Yeah, when Zerka got beat up, good point, TJ. When Zerka got beat up, that beat her, he got beat out of relevancy. That's so true. Once he got beat up by Tiki Taki, okay, HR Tiki Taki. Once he got beat up by him, it was a wrap. Like, nobody was listening to him no more. Nobody was paying attention anymore. Okay, chat. Oh, gosh. All right, let's let's get into this. Let's get into this. So, as you all probably known already, is that Killer Karmelo was his court his retrial his appeal was denied. And I want to look at Leon. I adore Leon. This is my buddy. That's my buddy. He's going to go over it. I want to look at his video. But before we do that, let's look at Live Now Fox talking about it. And one thing that pisses me off about the black community, they are mad that there's 20 pages of Austin Metcalf saying racial stuff, but there's only 4 pages of text of Killer Karmelo literally threatening to do bodily harm to his girlfriend. And he said when he stabs someone, he gonna lick the knife. He gonna lick the blood from the knife. Ew. And I said to the black community, I said, I don't care if he is the Grand Wizard of the KKK. You don't stab someone in the heart just because they told you to get out and they put their hand on your shoulder. You don't match that with did y'all see that knife? Hold on. The way black folks describe it, they made that knife look like they sound like y'all ever see those little tiny knives? That you have like a key. Oh gosh, I forgot what you call it. There is like a key thing, and it has all kinds of knives you pull out. It has like a not even a pocket knife. It's like, what do you call it, where the thing you pull it out and it has like a little screw? It is a Swiss. Hold on. Is it a pocket knife? Let me see. It has a screwdriver. It has it has it has all kinds of little gadgets to it. Hold on, it might be a Leatherman. Let me see. Let me see. A Leatherman tool. Oh, here we Yes. This. So they made it seem like this little thing right here is where he got stabbed with, right? These things hit. Where's the little screwdriver to it? Oh, let me see if I find one. This right. They made it seem like he got stabbed with one of these, right? They was like, it's barely 2 inches. Dude, they are crazy. The screwdrivers are on the Swiss Army knife. Hold on. Okay, let's see. Yep, you right. No. I take it back. This is exactly what I'm looking for. This is exactly what I'm looking for. Because I have one of these. And it has a little screwdriver. And you see this little blade? They made it seem like he got stabbed with this little tiny blade right here. And when I saw that knife, I said, oh my God, no wonder he died. That's why y'all need to stop listening to blind folks. That's why y'all just stop listening to them unless they're like good faith. Cause they're like, man, it's one of them little pocket type of knives. You know what I'm saying? Like they literally made an excuse for it. And I'm saying to myself like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I saw the knife. I saw it. They showed the picture of it. And I said, 35 years ain't even enough for him.
Boom, headshot.
35 years is not enough. It's not enough. Not at all. Not at all. Okay, so let's go and look at this.
Welcome back into Live Now from Fox. I'm your host, Anna Marsick. We do have some breaking news to bring you as Karmelo Anthony has lost his bid for a new trial. This post coming from Fox News just moments ago, breaking: a judge denies motion for a new trial for Karmelo Anthony. And we also have this coming from Fox News, breaking it all down as a Texas judge denied Karmelo Anthony a new trial on Saturday after his attorneys argued that courtroom restrictions, hearings held without Anthony present, and the handling of unwritten agreement between his former lawyers and prosecutors violated his rights. You can see this post on your screen coming from Fox News. Just in, Karmelo Anthony loses his bid for a new trial, keeping his murder conviction and 35-year prison sentence in place. A Texas judge rejects the 19-year-old's challenge after 2 days of testimony over courtroom restrictions, hearings held without Anthony present, and a disputed unwritten agreement between his former lawyers and prosecutors. Anthony was convicted in June of stabbing and killing 17-year-old Austin Metcalf during an altercation at a Frisco track meet. His legal fight now moves forward on direct appeal. So to go more in depth on this, retired district judge Michael Chitty denied Anthony's request after reviewing that motion, court record, evidence and arguments, briefs and relevant case law that was according to his order. Now, the order did not detail his reasoning for that decision, but that decision leaves Anthony's murder conviction and 35-year prison sentence in place. His challenge will continue on direct appeal. Chitty heard 2 days of testimony in McKinney, Texas, after the judge was removed from, the former judge was removed who presided over Anthony's murder trial. Judge John Roach from the remaining remaining trial court proceedings earlier this week. That judge had found that a reasonable outside observer could question whether Roach appeared impartial after he had publicly said that the jury got it right and defended several of his trial decisions. Now, at the center of the new trial hearing was an oral agreement between Anthony's original defense attorneys and prosecutors to keep potentially damaging character evidence involving both sides from reaching the jury. Former lead defense attorney Mike Howard had testified that he understood the agreement to allow Anthony to testify if he stayed focused on the confrontation under the tent at the Frisco track meet. On the final day of the trial, which was yesterday, prosecutors told the defense that the agreement would not apply if Anthony took to the stand and that the defense had opened the door to character evidence. Howard had said that dispute led to a heated break in the proceedings and made Anthony unwilling to testify. So once again, that latest breaking news coming in today is that Karmelo Anthony has lost his bid for a new trial. That was the big news in this case that we were still waiting to hear, and it looks like we do have our answer now. We're going to slide away right now for a quick 2-minute commercial break. Our coverage.
So he's going to appeal. So they are. I don't know where he's getting his money from. I think, did his parents not use up all that give, send, go money already? Cause y'all know this is not cheap to be doing these appeals. So I think if he gets denied the third time, that's a wrap. He's just going to stay in jail. This is what I say: give him a new trial, enter all the evidence, and then if he's found guilty, give him. Well, do they do death penalty? No, somebody said they don't do death penalty where he is. So give him more time. Give him 50 years instead. Black folks ain't gonna riot. They didn't riot the last time. They spent that money on leasing the house. Yeah, they're so stupid. Supreme Court, they're denying. Wait. Rocket Man, are you saying they're going to appeal it to the Supreme Court? I think they got the federal court, right? They got to appeal it to the federal court. And then the Supreme. And the Supreme Court ain't going to hear this case. They'll deny it outright. They'll deny it outright. Why would they not? No, the Supreme Court go like, no, we ain't listening to this. They're not going to listen to the case. Not at all. They just need to, what they need to do is just free Derek Chauvin. Who leases a house unless it's a business? Who leases a huge house like that though, Seth? It ain't they just, did you see how big that house is? It's in a gated community. I think that house is like $1.5 million. Courts of Appeal is state Supreme Court. So wouldn't the next court be federal? Court of Appeals is about court errors. You didn't see it? Yes, honey. It's huge. It's huge. It's nice. And guess what? It is in a lily white area where they knew they would be safe. Okay. You don't want to see it. I don't want to. Hey, Cornelius. I'm not showing y'all them pictures of them N-words. Those inners. I'm not going to show you the house. I shown it on my commentary channel and I was mad. Cause they struck the black person, the black mama lottery when your son get messed up and all of a sudden you collect all that money. I don't need to see it. I know the type. Yeah, it's beautiful. And again, gated white community. Okay. Gated white community. They're so afraid of whitey so bad that they living in an area that's 90% white. I think the other percent is like Indian and Asian. I don't think there's like only 2 other black families in that neighborhood. The other minorities are Indians. The dot, not the how, by the way. and some Asians. Like when I say Asian, I'm not talking about Muslim. I'm talking about uh, you want rice with that? You want fortune cookie? You want fried rice? Shrimp fried rice? I think it's a compliment calling Asians white adjacent. I think that's great. East Asian, okay. The East Asians, so they're the ideal minority. Let's just call them that. That's what we're gonna call them. We're gonna call Asians the model minority because that's what they're really called, aren't they? Like people with a scrappy house, but an expensive car with woofers. I know, right, Laura? East Indians are South Asians. Well, I'm calling them Martin. I'm calling them the Martin model minorities. That's what they're called. They're called model minorities because they are the model minorities. Okay, let's not forget that. Anyway, let's listen to Leon. I don't know if we're gonna go through the entire. I wouldn't put no engines in no model minorities. No. Where you get that from, Rocky Man? When have engines been part of the model minority? You made that up. Koreans, Japanese, Chinese, Guamanese, Thailandese. I'm making this up, by the way. Those are model minorities, not no engines. What are you talking about? You making that up. Stop it. Okay? We're talking about we're talking about our very beautiful it's so hard not to say nothing without getting in trouble with YouTube, man. I swear. I'm quiet because I'm like, am I going to get in trouble if I say that on YouTube? Yeah. We like the fortune cookies, not no curry rice. Oh, the hell you think? Wait a minute. I think also Jamaicans eat curry. Yeah, so. Now, we said model minorities, and ain't no Pakistanis, no model minorities. Indians are the highest income earners. I don't care. Have you ever lived near an Indian, Rocky Man? Have you ever had an Indian live near you? I don't need no link. When I say model minorities, like people don't mind living near them. See, I can tell you ain't never had no Indian as no damn neighbor. I ain't talking about that. I would love to have Asians as neighbors. I never had though. I had some Hispanics, which I loved them. Boy, they would give us free eggs. Cause they had a chicken coop. So, but I've heard nothing but wonderful things about Asian neighbors. And I have not heard so wonderful things about Indian neighbors. So, I don't know what you're talking about. See, Lollipop, that's why I was like, I don't think I can say that. But I want everybody to know, look at what Lollipop said. That's one of the second complaints that I have heard about them as neighbors. Okay. Yeah, my Hispanic neighbors, the ones I've had, I've never had no problems out of them at all. I sure miss them free eggs though. My current residence is near IBM and a lot of Indians live near me. Well, my condolences, okay? I'm sorry to hear. I'm sorry to hear that. Shall I pray to white Jesus for you? Do you think he'll listen to me because I'm a heathen? Anything is worth a shot. Okay, we still haven't. Listen, I'm not going to be on here with you guys long. Damn, it's an hour already. Okay, here we go. Billy Power Max said it was self-defense. Yeah, I think your mom said that when all them men from the prison ran a train on her, and one of them went too hard on her, and she basically stabbed him. She was like, "It was self-defense. He was pumping me too hard. It was self-defense. It was self-defense." I said, all y'all can get it, but y'all gonna have to take your time. Don't be punking it too long. Okay. See. Y'all can always tell it. Y'all can always tell a product of a gangbang when they come up in here talk about, it's like, it was set to fit. It was set to fit. Engines try to move in and all races get racist real quick. Well, all races are racist except for white people. Now they're still trying to. Finally, white people are embracing their inner racism. They should. Everybody else is racist. I'm sorry. I'll defend this. I will defend this. And I'll be good at defending this. The least racist of all the races are white people. I think blacks. Oh, and you know who racist even against their own with other Asians? Then daggone Chinese and Koreans. They don't like Japanese and Chinese hate each other, dude. They can't stand each other. Y'all think all Asians like each other? Shoot. I think, like I said, white people, and I'm okay with them embracing their inner racism. Maybe that'll stop with the white guilt. So, but no, all races outside of whites are very racist. Koreans and Chinese, I thought so. I thought Koreans and Chinese hate each other. I had to stop myself from saying it because I wasn't so sure. But I do know Chinese and Japanese don't like each other. Yeah, black folks, we are the most racist, honey. Hispanic are super racist. I think am I right about saying that Hispanics don't like certain Hispanics depending upon where they come from? Like, I think I've heard well, I know Latinos are really racist. I've seen that personally. Country loyalty, yeah. Like the Cubans and the Puerto Ricans don't like each other, even though they got similar flags, right? They are super racist, baby. But okay, thank you, Laura. So the Mexicans don't like the El Salvadorians. Yeah, I already knew Mexicans don't like Puerto Ricans. I know that was easy. But I do believe Puerto Ricans don't like Cubans. I do believe that's the case. I have a little short Mexican. He's legal. He gets on my nerves, but he does such a good job. He gets on my nerves because he's always showing up to do work over here late. And I say, "You late again, Julio, you late again. I'm so sorry. They want me to do extra things and I work by myself." And he does such a good work. I can't stay mad at him because he's so short. And I told my husband, and I said, "You know what? Julio," I would have got rid of Julio, but I can't because I feel so sorry for him because he's so short. He really is short. He about 4'9", 4'9", 4'10", and so I feel so bad when I yell at him because I feel like I'm yelling at a child. And then I thought and I said, you know what, Tree, you should not be so mean. He does a really good job. He charges a really good fee. He's never going to get any taller than that. He is that height for life. Leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. Let me play this video because I'm so. Let me play this video. All right, here we go. Why are y'all naming it vertically challenged? Yes, he is. He is. But he's a good worker though. He's real good. I mean, I'm sorry. I've never had anybody do the type of work outside in the backyard the way he does it. It's like he enjoys it. Okay, here we go. I'm pushing play, chat, because I'm tired of talking to y'all. Oh, hold on. I am ignoring my kick chat. Let me see what y'all say. Hey, Blue Tiger, Swiss Army. Oh, Falima Nima, you got it right here. Let me give you a clap. I remember when you caught Tim Pool body. Oh, my God, you remember that? Yeah, I caught that little Munchie button. The downfall of people like Tim Pool is that they have to be the center of attention and they have to be popular. Like the worst thing that could happen to them is them going into irrelevancy. They hate that. I was joking about the self-defense. That's why I put an LOL. Did you? Well, LOL don't mean anything to me, Billy. You got to be careful. I'm in a good mood today. I thought you was one. I thought you was a Tyrone. You told me last. No, I told you to put JK. I never said LOL. I said put JK. Not LOL. But it's okay. I didn't get mad at you, and I thought you was Pookie. I thought you was a basketball American. Are you a basketball American, Billy? I can't tell with that avatar. It's okay if you are a basketball American. We don't discriminate in here. But yeah, I didn't know. I thought you was dead ass. So okay. Hold on, I'm waiting for Billy to tell me if he's a basketball American. Or are you a hockey American? Which one are you? Probably neither. I don't know. We'll see. All right. I will say Latinas are a white man's weakness. A black man named yeah, I know some Billy's name. Oh my God, I met a white guy named Tyrone and I couldn't stop laughing at him. He's so used to it too. He was like, why black people always do that? Y'all know black people. I said, I don't care. You ain't got to explain nothing to me. Your white ass, your mama named you Tyrone. She named me before it became a slur or a stereotype with the black community. I said, change your name then. If you don't want people laughing at you because you tell them your name is Tyrone, then change your name. Yeah, I heard that, Nina. I did. I heard that Tyrone is a Irish name. Okay, I did hear that. Billy, did you answer my question? You didn't even answer my question about what American you are. Okay, for you to avoid what race you are a hockey American. That's something a white person would do. Black person would tell you quick, I'm black. I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blackity black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, blah, 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 black, y'all. I don't care. You white. Just say you white. Why are you ashamed of being white? That's the problem with y'all white folks. Anyway, of course you like hockey. You're white. Okay, let me play this. Let me stop talking to you, Billy. I'm not talking to you no more. And use JK when you make jokes. Show lame ass. All right, here we go. Oh no, it's the it's the big titty woman, y'all. It's the big. Woo wee. Hey, Cornelius, you want some milk? Oh, not this woman again. Yeah, you called her the titty monster? Not the titty monster. Not the titty monster.
Can I have your name and who you represent?
My name is Crystal Muhammad. I represent the New Black Panther Party for self-defense.
Okay.
I'm going to step up.
Yes, ma'am.
She's trolling us with that music back there.
I know it's really, really loud. But
What's your question?
We're going to get through it. So, my question is, so you guys coming out here today, a lot of people actually really don't even know that
I'm not even listening to this interview, dude. I'm so sorry. I just can't.
The Black Panther Party still exists. So, can you tell me some things that your organization does?
They don't know the Black Panther Party exists. They haven't been in the movement. Because anybody that's been in the movement and conscious know we have. Mm-hmm. We've been everywhere. Something been going on there. Our website is nbpp.org. We're a continuation of Black liberation and freedom fighters. The New Black Panther Party was founded here in Dallas, Texas in 1989 at the heels of the crack epidemic. And we've been fighting for justice all across America.
Oh, shut up, dude. It's like y'all looking for stuff that ain't there. What injustice? We don't even need a Black Panther Party in 2026. Y'all just want to play victim. Oh, this man.
Okay. We all here today because we already knew what the verdict was going to be. We knew it was going to be racist. We knew when it was an all-white jury. We knew when the judge and the DA was at a party with Metcalf's dad. The judge should have recused himself. The DA should have recused himself. The fix was in. This whole situation.
All them hyenas, huh?
Why are they trying to release a criminal? Karmelo Anthony has already been found guilty and he's serving 35 years. And I personally...
Because they're black, okay? Black people think it's okay to kill, and they want killers to be released, okay? But now with that Lindsay, Lacey, whatever her name is, looks like women like criminals, like killers too. Everybody likes funding killers. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, what... Don't get caught up in this. And they both hypocrites.
I think more years could have been slapped on there. See, they don't want justice. They want favoritism.
Cornelius, thank you for the $5 tree. She has a lot of black pain. Look at the way she wobbles when she wobbles because she has triple E breasts. Or maybe they're triple Fs. I don't know. She wobbles because she got big boobies, Cornelius. Like, do you know her back? She has to have a big back. That's one of them black women that have to have a big back. How is she going to carry all that with a small back? Okay.
Color is not the determining factor of reality. These same people fighting for Karmelo Anthony are completely silent regarding black-on-black crime. But now, all of a sudden, because it fits their narrative, a black boy and a white boy, now they're standing outside of a courtroom fighting on behalf of Karmelo Anthony. These same people we don't see outside of Planned Parenthood fighting for black mothers to not abort their children. You don't even see these same people fighting on behalf of black conservatives when injustice is given. But what do we see? When it fits their narrative, that's when they shine. They only make you say their name when it fits their narrative.
Tra-
Karmelo
tracks.
Anthony was found guilty. He killed another kid unarmed. And if they want to support that, then that's on them. But I'm not saying his name in support of that.
I'll never truly understand how people could look at something so small and think it means so much in the grand scheme without looking at the full picture. How one minute victory automatically means you've won it all and you don't have to worry about a thing.
Bro!
Remember?
Hold on, let me speed this up a little bit. Oh, look at his chair. Ooh, Leon. Leon, you eating good, baby. Secret Lab. Oh my gosh, what a good advertisement. I don't know if I could fit a chair like that though. I'm afraid of buying any more chairs, chat. You know how many chairs I went through?
What I said when Karmelo Anthony's second attempt at being a free man began. Getting a new judge was a small victory. A victory in which a lot of people made a lot of statements.
Billy, what are you? Billy, I'm not talking to you no more. Okay? You waited to the last minute to tell me that you're white. You having a conversation with me and I'm paying attention to the video. Now pay attention to class. Okay? We don't care if you've been ostracized. We don't even care if you part of the Klan. We don't care. You ain't gonna get banned. Gosh, dude, I tell you that every time. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Why are you going through chairs? Because of my height. I have to like have the chair further down. And I lean back on them a lot and it breaks. I break. And also I've had chairs just tilt to the front. I don't know. Maybe it's because I do sit sometimes to the front of them chairs. I do think so. Sometimes I don't always lean back. But I think the fact is I'm just not going to buy any chair. So what I do now, I don't have a chair with a back on it. If you guys, I know you're not that observant and I don't expect you to be that observant, but if you look at the chairs that I have been sitting on all my life, all my political career until 2025, you notice there is no back on this chair anymore. That's when I broke it. When I broke the last one because it leaned forward and it won't go down anymore. I said, okay, I'm not buying any more chairs. So now I have a swivel chair with no back on it. That way it prevents me from sitting forward, breaking it. I break the chair. I think if I'm being honest, I think I broke 4 chairs in my entire political career. So that's that. I have done that. So yeah, I'm not doing that no more. I just need a chair with no back, and they last longer. I'm still sitting in this chair.
About because they were coming up with all these different theories about the judge who initially gave Karmelo 35 years. They were saying that he was racist, evil, corrupt. Apparently he knew everybody in the courtroom with the exception of Karmelo Anthony and his mom and his dad, because how dare he associate with those black people. And ultimately it led to, however they decided to go in there with the strategy, getting a new judge. Congratulations on the small victory. Remember what I said also. The next step is the hard part.
Is there a chair for taller creators, Seth? That's the thing. All of these chairs that people get are for average. And when I say average, I'm talking about men that are like 5'9", 5'10". They're like, I'm 6'3", so you're not. A lot of these chairs are not made for people that tall. And I don't know what they're. And I'm tired of buying new chairs, so I just gave up.
a new judge that the entire process of the initial trial and everything that went about was so corrupt, so unfair, not up to the standards of the courtroom, you would need a new trial to be approved. And before we got through that process, everybody was singing, celebrating, saying he was coming home that day, not knowing how the court
Did they say that for real? Where the hell did they get that from? He wasn't gonna come home. He was gonna go right back to that damn jail cell.
And we lead to Saturday afternoon, where it's just come across the pipeline, and throughout all that celebrating and thinking you know in the court system and swearing up and down it was all unfair, even though you don't understand how that court system works, he's not getting a new trial. And before I keep going, I want to focus on these 2 days of information that came out, because people are doing exactly what I said they were going to do, nitpicking and only focusing on one thing to advance their narrative. And I'm just going to say it.
And I said this yesterday. I said this yesterday on my commentary channel. I don't care if Austin Metcalf was a grand wizard of the KKK. I don't even care if he said the N-word coming up the stairs. You cannot stab a man who's unarmed in the heart. You cannot do that. They always want to make excuses of killing, and that's just stupid. I think if you're going to act like an animal, you need to be in a cage. And hey, that's where Karmelo is.
I don't really care if
right
anyone
where he
disagrees.
belongs.
All three of these dudes were potentially going to end up in jail at some point in their life. One's dead because of another one, and the one that's still alive and free is probably shaking in their boots somewhere. These three got backgrounds in history that let me know they were a little bit angry in their younger years. You got the twins running around bullying people, being racist, and antagonizing classmates who just so happen to be girls, ending up with one of them, if not both of them, going to behavioral programs. And then you got Karmelo running around fantasizing that he's the ultimate gangster, also going to behavioral programs. And yet for some reason, people are willingly only focusing on one or the other, conveniently all having the same excuses. That was years ago. That doesn't matter. Why are we bringing this up?
Karmelo,
Y'all bringing it up with Austin Metcalf. I don't want to hear hyenas right now. I don't want to do that. I'm fast forwarding hyenas. Woo. Okay, we might have to listen to the high calorie one. I'm just curious. See, we need to make sure that we talk to the NAACP because this is racism.
For those of you that feel like Karmelo Anthony got justice and that he had a fair trial, I want y'all to think about this. The judge that had this case that was recused stated that he believed that the jury made the correct decision in giving Karmelo Anthony 35 years for unaliving. However, we're just now finding out that Austin Metcalf and his brother had 50-something instances of being violent thugs.
No. They were being racist bullies. Okay? All right. They weren't walking around with knives. Talking about something, I want to lick the blood. Without asking, I'm on the verge. Okay, they were bullies. It does not give an excuse to go stabby stab.
Calling teachers the B word, several teachers, hitting girls, writing racist graffiti, talking about H, lur, bullying a little black boy, threatening to unalive somebody.
Okay, the little black boy thing is a lie. And I don't care if they talking about the mustache man. Again, see, this is the prop. See, I blame white people for this. Okay? If you all just stop attacking each other for being racist, it'll be normalized like black people's racism. And I'm dead serious. I'm not memeing. Because when white people go, oh, so you gonna talk about white people like that? You racist. Yep, now what? That doesn't work on me. That only works on white folks. Saying that you're racist words, that's your kryptonite. That's no other racist. You could call Hispanics racist. You could call Asians racist. You can call Latino and Indians racist. They don't care. The only race that cares about being called racist are white people. And once they don't care, all of this will stop. And you won't have this high calorie heifer talking about something. He liked the little mustache man. He called women hoes. Well, hell, what the hell? You think your baby daddy don't call you a hoe? I'm sure he has. You think your daddy didn't call your biological one, by the way? You don't think he called your mama a hoe? Shoot, stop acting new. You heard worse.
Under their tent, and also being suspended from school several times, and being
same thing with Karmelo though. Karmelo was suspended more times than Austin.
Bullies, violent bullies. They were even kicked off the team, etc. Like, this is not even covered.
Okay, I don't believe that. I never heard that. He was literally the captain of the team. How do you get kicked off the team if you're the captain of the team? So a lot of times these high calorie hyenas will basically make stuff up to still paint the victim narrative. This is why I don't like listening to them, because you always got to counteract against their lies, dude.
All 58 or so things that they did that was so violent to the point where they had to be.
They were not violent. They were racist, and they were bullying white women. Everybody bully white women. I mean, let's just be honest. Like, I wish white women to get out of that stereotype too. They were bullying their own women, and they was racist against other races, including blacks.
Discipline. And that's the problem. If this would have been nipped in the bud with the Metcalf brothers, then this incident would have never happened. Mind you, y'all remember the coach kept saying he was trying to allow him to be a leader. Why do you think that? It's because he
was allowing him to be a leader because he had leadership abilities, which basically just destroy your whole argument about him being suspended and kicked off the team. So you just basically fact checked yourself. You basically fact check yourself. And they just make stuff up. They always make stuff up.
Showed traits of being a leader. So the coach was trying to give him a chance, and he still failed. This is how violent he is. He couldn't help him.
How did he fail? He was the captain. What are you talking about? Oh, I know what she's saying. Because he was the leader and he couldn't get Killer Karmelo from being underneath the team's tent and got killed in the process, he failed. Can you bully Not So Erudite? It's fun. No, I stopped bullying her because she stopped jumping in my fights. She has learned, okay? She has learned that when she sees black people fighting with each other, she has learned to mind her white business. So you got to reward when white women do the right thing by minding their business and not trying to be the savior of the black race. You got to reward them. So I'm not going to bully her no more because she's minding her business. So I'm very proud of that. Because one thing I can't stand, if you see black on black crime, the last thing you need to do as a white woman is get in there and try to play referee. You will catch so many blows, honey. And that's what happened. And she has been staying out of my fights. So I'm not going to mess with her no more. I'm not the bully, though. That's the thing. I only bullied her because she interfered in my online fight trying to play referee. And nobody was talking to her. Nobody at her. We weren't even talking in her thread. And she just dropped into some situation that had nothing to do with her. And I had to punish her. And she learned her lesson. Because I got in that ass. But no, I'm not going to go after her anymore. Us whites want to kick certain whites out of the race. Yeah. Seth, white people can't kick white people out of the race because one thing, and I've always credited you all this, nobody gatekeep the white race more than white folks. Like, y'all should be proud of that, but you should ostracize them or you should banish them, not because they're white, but because they are white guilt or white traitors or whatever. You can't kick them out the white race. You have to banish them from the white in-group. Make them sit on the floor because they are not allowed to sit at the cool white people's table. Did that make sense? I've always credit you all for gatekeeping your race, because can't nobody just come out and say nobody can just say they white. That's one thing I like about y'all. Now black folks accept every damn body. Rachel Dolezal, Sean King, Jussie Smollett, okay, Barack Obama. It don't matter. You can have you can have a white mama and a biracial daddy, and you are not white. Bill Clinton, good one, TJ. Bill Clinton. Y'all call Bill Clinton, black folks call Bill Clinton the first black president. Ain't that crazy? See, black people accept anyway. White people don't do that. You can't be white passing talking about something, I'm white. White folks be like, no, you ain't white. So you can't kick legitimate white people out the white race. Those white people like being white because it's a club they like to be part of. But they like to position themselves as a based white person towards the minorities or some crazy stuff like that. Who knows? I don't know.
So even when put in a position to do better, mind you, the discipline still didn't go as far as it should have. And Karmelo,
what discipline? There was no discipline on Austin Metcalf.
Having one or two texts from years ago, mind you, these instances from the
it was not no years ago. It was this year. Okay, I don't want to listen to this high calorie helpful. Oh my gosh, she's just straight lying now. Just straight lying. Oh my God, she lying. Is that a bonnet on her head? Oh, hold on, I went the other way. Is that a see what I'm saying? I don't have no shame walking out with a damn bonnet. I hate bonnets. I'm a bonnet hater. Okay. Well, at least she's decent looking. But I'm sure she's going to be like, power to the people. Okay, here we go.
I'm gonna make another video.
And when you do that, I just want you to know, you prove why it was a good idea for the prosecution and the defense to agree to only focus on what happened that day under the tent. Because if they just said, fuck it, let's ball, both sides would have had a field day trying to convince the jury, Leon, you don't know what you're talking about. Allow me to explain my thought process. Imagine you're the defense and you're allowed to bring up the character and the background of the Metcalf brothers, and you find out that not only are they writing racist graffiti, they're bullying black students, they're hurling slurs at black students, bullying other classmates and talking about wanting to punch them. A defense could work that and say, these two young boys got a history of thinking that they're above and beyond, even to the point thinking that they won't face any consequences because they're on the varsity team and they're leaders and captains and all that. A smart person could try to work the jury in convincing them that, hey, these violent boys thought that early in the morning they were above and beyond. And when they ran into somebody that didn't bow down, they started thinking that they could use their power and their strength. And that poor young boy had to fight back. And I imagine you're the prosecution. And you got all this history about Karmelo Anthony talking about how he won't stab somebody, talking about how he won't rob somebody. All these text messages apparently with his girlfriend that don't really paint him in the best of light, talking about his behavioral and how he had to go visit somewhere because he was doing things he shouldn't be doing as a kid. Prosecution could look at that and say, this person was always angry, and at any given moment, somebody could set him off. And just being told to move from a tent set him off so much he wanted to stab somebody. These people would have...
He also, come on, Leon, you forgetting this text where he literally said he would stab his girlfriend too.
Had a field day working this jury, working that courtroom, playing off past experience.
Yeah, but here's the thing: they could have brought all of that. I'm okay with I'm okay with the defense bringing up all the past allegations from the Metcalf, because it still doesn't justify getting stabbed in the heart. I don't know why people don't understand this. He could have legit called Karmelo Anthony the N-word with the R. He could have literally called him an N-word with the R to his face. It doesn't justify him standing up and stabbing him in the heart. I don't understand why nobody's getting this. It doesn't justify stabbing him. There's no actions he has done that justify getting stabbed in the heart. That man ain't had no weapon. That man did not punch him violently at all. He didn't even have a closed fist. He put his hand on his shoulder, and also, let's not forget, Killer Karmelo reached inside his book bag and had the knife at the ready. He had the knife at the ready. And as soon as he said, I'm not going nowhere, you put your hands on me, you're going to regret it. And guess what? He put his hand on his left shoulder, and Metcalf regretted because he's no longer here. Okay? It doesn't justify it, but average people may not have given Karmelo as hard of a sentence. I think he should have got 50 years. I don't think we should normalize behavior like this. Because, hold on, y'all need to stop like downplaying this, because switch the races. Make Karmelo Kenneth and make Austin Anthony. Anthony is black, and Karmelo, who's now Kenneth, is white. And if they did not give him 50 years, you think people would be chipping out about that? You think if they did not give him 50 years, if they said 35 years, they would be chimping out about it? Because they were like, he only got 35 years. He killed an unarmed black man. All because he said, get underneath the tent. You can't tell white people nothing. White people think they own everything. And they went underneath an all-black tent, minding their business, and a white man just came up in there and said, this my place. This my place. I own this. I own you. You a slave. You a slave. And all Anthony did was try to say, look here, Mr. White Man, you can't be in our tent no more. And he tried to reason with the white man, and he just put his hand on his shoulder just to show some kindness. And what that racist white supremacist do, he got up and stabbed him in the heart. And America is so white supremacy laden. They just said they only gave her 35 years. Give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a damn break. Y'all know damn well black folks would be looting right now if the races were switched and they gave Karmelo, if he was white, 35 years. Give me a break. Give me a break. He should have got more. Okay? Nowhere in those text messages were the Metcalfs talking about having knives. Nowhere in the Metcalfs document did they ever talk about taking their hunting guns and using it on students. Nowhere. But Killer Karmelo fantasized about it. Killer Karmelo was also in a gang. Killer Karmelo has pictures of him using gang signs. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? And that's the problem and I'm not being mean, white folks, but that's your problem, is your mercy with bad people. That's why you get messed up. Y'all so forgiving and so tolerant, this, that, and the other. I'm just saying, like, no. Again, I'm going to say it one more time. Nothing justified meeting a hand on the shoulder with a knife in the heart. Nothing. It wasn't even equal. How are you going to say that was a how are you going to say Karmelo matched Austin energy? How? It was disproportionate. He should have got 50 years, as far as I'm concerned. Y'all need to understand there are certain people, if you show violence at a teenage year, you were as a teenager, then you think you know, he ain't gonna have nothing to lose when he eventually get out when he's in his 50s. Is that there? Hold on, how old is it? 3, 4, yeah, 50s. When he get out in his 50s. Y'all white though, y'all just forgiving and very tolerant and just so stupid you don't even understand. You just want to give everybody a damn chance. But I promise you, you don't want this to happen to your children and your family. You that tolerant stuff will go right out the window. I don't know. Maybe you will be tolerant. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you still say, I'm going to pray to Jesus. I forgives him. The Lord is going to get him right. So when he get out of prison in his 50s, he can come to the church and we basically pray over the blah, blah, blah.
To create the character based upon what happened under that tent. You can scoff and only nitpick what you want, but if that was free reign in that courtroom, it would have been a shit show. But it wasn't, and I think that was wonderful. And so it comes down to the entire process of how the prosecution and the defense decided to communicate with one another about how they were going to use these deals, how that affected what was going on in the courtroom. And when you read it and when you listen to people who are smart and not the TikTokers who swore up and down that this was a lock and it was automatic win for Karmelo, you understand that this was pretty fair. They didn't backdoor each other. They didn't swindle any type of deals. They didn't surprise anybody. They went in, talked with one another about what shouldn't happen and what they shouldn't do to one another, and then they went and...
the kid... Hold on a second. The kid who stabbed had a religious wacko father who was doing that let's pray to Jesus. Well, most of y'all do that wacko stuff, though. Is that uncommon? Because I sure made a video against that, but that is not uncommon. That's actually, I'm going to even say that that's not uncommon for black people either. You Christians love to do that wacko, let's pray to Jesus forgiveness stuff. So I can't even say that's a racial thing. That's just a Christian thing. Black people do it too. Us heathens are not as forgiving. Okay, we are, us heathens are like, forget what? Nah. Oh shoot, I'm good with that, Chief.
Didn't scam each other. They didn't play coy. They didn't do any underhanded tactics. They went with their agreement. And a new judge heard this for about 2 days and said, yeah, that's pretty fair. I don't see anything finicky here. Oh, but Judge, what about the fact that, they all must know each other? Remember that picture that was debunked that for some reason people are still running around with because they got nothing better to do? Judge, listen to me, Judge. I know what I'm talking. None of your fan fiction mattered in the courtroom. Oh, but we weren't allowed in the courtroom. I see why. Because you got dumbasses in the courthouse and outside the courthouse using their phone and saying, hey, look at me. I'm outside.
Yeah,
I'm in the
and they were lying. The race hustlers, straight up lying. That's why I'm like, dude, I didn't even have to listen. I didn't even listen to the court case. I didn't even listen to the arguments. I didn't even get to the transcript. All I know is an unarmed white boy got stabbed to death by an armed black guy. That's a closed case for me. That's a closed case. I don't make videos about cases I'm not so sure of. I was like, Killer Karmelo, that's the name I gave him before when the court case came. I was like, Killer Karmelo, gonna be found guilty. I don't know how long he's gonna serve, okay? But I know he's gonna be found guilty. That's an open and shut case. Just like Chud the Builder. I'm like, no, dude, you going to jail. You're gonna be found guilty for that. There's some cases you all should be able to look and say it's an open and shut. It's like some of it is just like easy open and shut case. And that was one of them. And this is another
motherfuckers would
one.
have made this a circus. You made it a circus outside, and when you went home, you turned on your cameras and said, see? Ooh, look what's going on. Oh, this is unfair. The infamous moment where you got a dumbass just hopping up and down in front of a white dude that's just standing there. So now, the hard part.
Now that was so stupid. Talk about... Hold on. YouTube. I'm just describing something, okay? I just want you to know I'm not calling anybody a monkey. Now, racist people like Chud the Builder, who is a POS. Talk about, oh, y'all gonna chimp out. Why would you literally start jumping up and down like a chimp with all them cameras, with all them cameras on you like that? Like that was so embarrassing. Was it not? Was it not? Come on, y'all. Let's look at that. Hold on. That was so embarrassing. Hold on. Let me see how we're going to do this. Hold on a second. Karmelo. Watch the animal thing show up. Every time. my algorithm, every time I come here, it's always something from Massimo, and it's always something about an animal. Oh. That owl like, leave me alone, man. Don't you see I'm tied to this thing? I can't get away from you. Hey, can I get close to you? Wow, them feathers look so different. Like, if you don't get your damn hands off me, ugh. Oh, it tastes. Now, how do I do this? Protester. Hold on. Protester. Karmelo. How do you Karmelo Anthony? I might be spelling his name wrong. Let me see if I want to see. Where is it? It's not this one. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Hold on. Jumping Karmelo Anthony. Here we go. This is it.
Well, and
this is it right here. Oh, this is it. Oh, it's Sneeko reacted to it. Oh, God. All right, I'm going to take my chances, chat.
this case, that it was not a case about race, but you cannot deny that
we're such goyim. This is
the facts of the case and what we've seen play out since then, and what we're.
So that's not chimping out. That's not chimping out. Like, it was so embarrassing. And if I was part of the black community, I would be so embarrassed. But I divorced them in the 90s, so I'm immune from that. So I'm just saying, like, you just, it's so stupid what you doing. Like, why are you jumping up and down like that? Like, it was just so embarrassing. Like, dude. And then you got the black woman, and he with Karmelo, and that's what he did, and that's what he did. Like, y'all just give these racist people content, endless content.
What's next for Karmelo Anthony? And I'm gonna be honest, unless I don't know this for certain, if there's a third attempt at trying
They're gonna try it one more time. It's gonna get shot down. Listen, again, you cannot justify stabbing a person in the heart with a knife on school property just because he told you to get from underneath his tent and put his hand on your shoulder. You can't do that. That's against the law. And he should get more than 35 years. I think 35 years is, I don't care if black people get mad at me. I don't care. I'm not part of the community, so I can say what I want. I'm so free. I's free, masters. I's free. I told you I's free. I can have any opinion I want. I don't answer to y'all. And I don't think 35 years is enough. His mama did a terrible job along with his daddy. And everybody like, well, he had a mother and father. Yeah, they both were not even paying attention nor raising him right. Who cares if both parents were at home? If both parents are crappy parents, what is that supposed to mean?
Get a new trial, it's over, and he's spending them 35 years in jail. And now, much like I predicted in one of my...
man! He used the video I was looking for. All I had to do was be patient and just wait, and he got the unga bunga. Guys, what was the name of Michael Jackson's Bubbles? He got he got bubbles. I just had to be patient before him to jump and gotta get bubbles. And by the way, this guy got arrested too. Yeah, I should have just stayed. He just showed the video of Bubbles jumping up and down.
We're going to have a lot of people screaming that even though they got their small victory and a new judge and an attempt to try to get this dude a new trial to get him to be free, even though it was never guaranteed, despite how much all of these dumbasses said it would be, they're going to start crying about the government Texas courts being racist, just like they did the first time.
Karmelo was not granted a new trial. The judge...
I don't want to hear nothing from these people. I don't care. Oh my God, I don't want to hear nothing from these people. I don't care.
To read through
I just want to hear
2
from
days
Leon.
worth of information and only focused on the gotcha of the Metcalf boys not having the track record that a lot of conservatives said that they did. They thought, oh, well,
what did all the black folks say? Black folks said it was less than a 2-inch knife. They was like, by the way, they literally said those knives are legal to carry on campus property. No, they're not.
We're automatically.
Also, let's not forget that Killer Karmelo was allowed to have a graduation ceremony. He was allowed to attend his graduation. Now, how the hell that was possible? Oh, yeah, white people allowed it.
Win, and it didn't happen. And now Karmelo Anthony, unfortunately, may be in a circumstance that's a little bit scary. At first, you had a lot of people on your side. You had a lot of people gunning for you. You had a lot of people supporting you. You had a lot of people showing up and making sure that you were cared about. And the first attempt failed, and it led to the story kind of dying down and everybody forgetting about you. Keeping up slightly, finding out that you got an all-black defense team. They called it the Dream Team. Wake up, motherfuckers. The dream is now your nightmare. And now that this attempt and all this great fanfare that people hyped up has been snuffed out again, even though you thought you were going to automatically win with a new judge, unfortunately, a lot of those people who cared are going to move back to talking about Nolan Wells.
Yeah, that is so true. That's so true. They can't get no race hustling off of Killer Karmelo, so now they're going to go back to Nolan Wells. When there's no evidence of foul play, he just died drowning because he was intoxicated. I'm just saying, they're like, what, man? What? Oh my God, dude. A nothing burger. Another nothing burger.
Fun coming back talking about Karmelo Anthony, but now they're going back to making up all this different fan fiction about Nolan Wells. Side note, I heard that Cito call, which a lot of these people banked on proving that.
Hey Zay, thank you for the $2. Remember they said it was a cleat sharpener? I don't remember that. That's the thing. I know they kept downplaying that knife. It was a folding knife, and that blade was big. And I said, oh my God. And so I just kept hearing all the community talking about how it's a small little tool knife. I didn't hear about the cleat sharpener, but they kept downplaying, and that's what they do. Lack of accountability. You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? You can't be a part of a community. Don't want to. The community can never grow, and it can never. Yeah, they try to say it was under 2 inches. Yeah, it could a cleat sharpener don't exist. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. Yeah, I didn't even hear that from them. So I'm just saying, you cannot grow, people. Listen to me. You cannot grow as a person if you are constantly making excuses for your behavior and not holding other people accountable. This is why I said don't be a part of no dysfunctional community, group, or club. Okay? It was, okay, now this is an obvious joke. I thought you were serious at first, but then when you said flashlight, I was like, okay, he's telling a joke. So that's the thing. So yeah, I knew it. I didn't even stay on I didn't even stay on this story. Why would I Google something stupid like that, the unknown atheist? Now you say some retarded shit sometimes. No, it did not. Anyway. Hold on. I saw okay, hold on. Let me see if you saw the right knife. What color was the handle? What color was the handle? Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! I'm gonna put you in timeout. Okay. It was green. Yeah, you getting timeout. It was white, you dumb motherfucker. It's a white handle. You know worse than damn Tyrone. Shut the fuck up. Dumbass. Green handle. Oh my God, man. And you know what? Let me say something, because I know you listening. You've been saying stupid shit on this channel lately. And a lot of your stuff that you said is in the because YouTube puts stuff in spam. And I never approved it because the stuff you said is dumb. You got one more time, and I'm warning you. And I don't give empty warnings. You say another dumbass shit like that again, and anything else, I'ma permaban you on all my channels. On all my channels. Because the thing about it is that I think you're saying this to either muddy the waters, or you're saying this to cause division or arguments. But motherfucker, you got one more time to say something stupid on my channel again, and you're out of here. I promise you. Say something else dumb. Okay. And did you see how it took him long? He kept posting about the flashlight and all this other stuff. And as soon as I said, what color was the handle, it took him a while to sit up here and post. Like, notice how the quickness stopped as soon as I said, what color was the handle? Y'all think that's why I like my channel to be small, so I can know who's saying stupid stuff, because I have no problem getting rid of you. I promise you. And I'm looking forward for you to say something. I don't like you, so that's another thing too. Once I don't like you, you ain't gonna last long on any of my channels. But I haven't banned you. I put your dumb ass in timeout. Why are we not talking about the death? I think they don't have the death penalty in that state. I think so. I think. I could be wrong. I don't think they have the death penalty there. All right, almost.
Nolan's friends killed him. Now they're all running around saying that C2 call is fake and bullshit. So you can imagine how that's going. But To wrap this up, I understand that people will think very hard that they know the court system and they know everything about the court system, but it's always going to be a flip of the coin. You could think that something is the most slam dunk, and then they bring in gloves for the suspect to try on and they don't fit, and then they acquit. You can think that a guy with verifiable evidence of violating 2 teenagers will be going to jail for 78 years, and then all of a sudden he gets community service and then gets his record clean so that he could go to college with a bunch of people in fear that he's at LSU right now. The justice system is always going to be this flip of the coin. Never going to be 100%, never going to be accurate, never going to give you the outcome that you want every single time. And when it comes to this in Karmelo Anthony, unfortunately, they got that right, and it makes a lot of people mad because they can't possibly read through information. They just want to say, guy had to do it because racism and evil, and yet for some reason tried so hard to make this happen a second time and have failed again. They're going to come up with an even more laughable excuse. And in the meantime, I want you to let me know, how do you feel knowing that Karmelo's not getting a new trial?
I love it. I love it. Yeah. It need to be more than 35 years though. I think, yeah. I just don't like people who just kill for no reason. Do you understand? There's no, you killing somebody. And I hate this, the whole thing of, oh, let's get outraged when a white person is killed by a black person and that black person goes to jail. But nobody, I told you all about that Louisiana guy who killed 5 children ages from 3 months to 8 years old. Shot them all and shot the baby mama, which was his baby mama, and his sister. Black community ain't say nothing about it. We watched the mayor cry like, somebody got to do something about this. Well, why don't y'all call the Black Panthers? Why won't y'all call the NAACP? Why won't y'all call Attorney Crump the Chump? Oh, because it was a black man that did it. And baby, don't get me started on how many women have been unalived by black men. I mean, are we really going to act like that don't exist? I can look it up. I'm not even going to do it though. I'm not going to look it up, but I promise you, a black woman or maybe even a child was brutally murdered. Black people ain't got nothing to say. So, but if you change the color of these men and make them white, that's when the black community cares. That's when they're going to want to do some fundraising. They want to basically go out and march and loot and all the other. They don't care. That's why I said when that whole Black Lives Matter thing was out and they were making white people say Black Lives Matter, okay? I said, wait a minute, even black people don't think Black Lives Matter. Black lives don't matter to black people unless a white person took the life. That's the only time it matters. But if a black person take that life of a black person, they don't care. They ain't gonna do nothing. So I don't want to hear it. So there's that true lollipop. True. Yes, tall people matter. Tall people matter. Okay, chat. I can't believe I talked to you all this long. 2 hours. Wow. I did not mean to do it that long. Y'all have no idea how long. I got to stay up for a lot. But anyway, no, there will not be a political there will not be a political stream tomorrow, okay? No political stream tomorrow. Yeah, I know, 2 hours. Crazy. I only do an hour on Sunday. It went 2 hours. We over here talking more, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming. And I'll see you guys on Thursday because there will not be a political stream tomorrow, okay? All right, I'll see you then. Later, taters.